Hey, what's up, OB? My name is Johnny with OB Eats, where we take a deep dive into OB's food and drink culture. Today, I'm here at OB Brewery, winners of the Small Brewpub of the Year by the Great American Beer Festival, and winners of the gold medal for their Be Right On Pale Ale. Right now, I'm here with the brewmaster, Jim Millay, and general manager, Scott Watkins. Guys, thanks for sitting down and chatting with us today.
Thanks for that. Absolutely.
So, before we take a deep dive and learn more about the brewery, what's going on, these guys in the brewery have been nominated for Brewpub of the Year by the USA Today. So, I'm going to include a link right up top. Be sure to follow that link. If you love OB Brewery, go out there and show them some love. So, all right, let's dive into it. A few months ago, you guys won the prestigious, really the big one at the Great American Beer Festival, Small Brewpub of the Year. Jim, tell us how all that went down. Give us a little insight.
Well, we entered some beers into that contest. I think we entered 4, which was the max amount, and so we entered our Pale Ale, our Saison, our Dunkelweizen, and our Dark Mild. And we were lucky enough to score a great medal for our Be Right On Pale Ale. I was the award ceremony they do there is on the last day of the festival. You're in a room with a couple thousand people, a bunch of colleagues, friends from other breweries all around the country. They go through 100 different categories, and each one for each style. And they got to Pale Ale, and they go through bronze medal, silver medal, and Be Right On Pale Ale for gold medal. I was just like, oh my god! So we just jumped up, and holy crap! I got to go down on stage and get the medal put around my neck, and kind of shout out to the crowd. And at the same time, what they were doing was an award, the Small Brewpub Award. They were doing it for this right after they named the medal for whatever brewery was going to get that award. They announced it pretty much at the same time. So I was just waiting in line to go get the gold medal and just beside myself about that, and I heard my name and Scott Watkins and Jim Millay for best small brew pub. I was just like, what just happened there? We got a trophy with our medal. It's like, oh my god.
Like you said earlier, it's almost like winning an Oscar, right?
Yeah, it's totally like winning an Oscar. Yeah. It was cool, just on the way out, just being able to see a bunch of buds and friends that are just cheering me on. It was great.
What a great experience. And Scott, what was your reaction when you heard all this?
I was actually setting up a brew event over on the Broadway Pier at the time, and I thought he was pranking me at first, texting me that we won the best small brew pub, and a few seconds later I had a bunch of people coming over, jumping on me, surprised, celebrating, and I'm like, wow, it's real. So it was a surreal day. It was fun.
Absolutely. I remember I was across the street over at Newport Pizza when the news came in, and just everyone's like, did you hear the news? And it's just really neat because I think the whole community was just like a sense of pride, It's I mean, we love this community, and it's like It's really neat just to see someone locally just have this kind of success on a big stage. So just couldn't be happy for you guys.
And Jim's still OB. He was on stage with flip flops and shorts, doing his what's up. So he kept it real for sure.
It's really great. What's really great too is I knew when I was going there I was going to be celebrating with somebody from San Diego, because San Diego, we just make such great beer here. You knew someone I know somewhere is going to be winning some medals, so I was like excited to go. Congrats whoever that was, and maybe I'll get one. So just to get that, and then a bunch of other San Diego breweries also won awards. So I got to walk around afterwards at the festival itself, and just high-fiving the other brewers that all won awards, and just getting that going. Just felt really good.
Mm-hmm. You talked about the other breweries in here in San Diego, and one thing that's great about the brew scene here, and I don't know if it's like this around the country, but it definitely is here. There's this huge camaraderie, right, between you guys and Culture or Pizza Port or Kilowatt. I mean, what's that like? I mean, how is it that what would normally be a competitive atmosphere has become a friendly?
Well, take our Beach Town Throwdown we had a few weeks ago, for example. 5 breweries coming together between Amplified, Modern Times. Who else was there? Help me out. Pizza Port, OB.
Pizza Port, Modern Times, Bay City, and Amplified, and us.
Yeah, and Amplified. And Amplified won Best West Coast Beer on that. And they had a great tasting, and everybody was excited. They all came in and supported it. From first to fifth place, there was maybe 20-point difference out of 500 points.
Wow.
Between all of them. So it just goes to show that everybody creates great beer. It's just a matter of who likes what. So stuff like that, it's a lot of fun. We do collabs all the time. We do some collaborations with a lot of different breweries around San Diego, and they're all fantastic.
Yeah, I think it's what's helped make San Diego such a kind of a powerhouse in the craft beer scene. Anyway, it's just I think from the start, I wasn't here from the start. I watched a lot of it, but I think that just the way that all the brewers in this town have really they've worked together to help each other out. Whether it's just coming over and sharing each other's beers and being support in that way, but other ways of it's like, hey, do you have an extra bag of this hop or that grain or that? Can I come harvest some of your yeast to help me out, or can I help you out? People are so willing to do it. I've never worked in an industry that is that supportive of other businesses that are competitors. So it's a pretty amazing industry.
It really is. And I remember, years ago, because you live here in OB, work here. I remember years ago seeing you around town, and you would have your homebrew, I guess, and be sharing bottles, and so it's just really neat to see the progression and what you've been able to do. Going around, sharing your homebrews, and now here. So it's just a lot of fun.
Oh, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
But well, tell us a little bit. What are these 3 beers that we got in front of us? You got the Be Right On. What do we got? Here?
This is our Be Right On Pale. You're drinking our Night Moves Oatmeal Stout and Scotch
Elevator Red.
Elevator Red. Yeah. Is this your go-to, the Elevator Red?
It's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a good one. I like it because it's got a great balance of malt and hops. So if I feel like an amber, I'll drink an amber. If I feel like an IPA, I like an IPA. But if I kind of feel like both, it's kind of got the best of both worlds.
And then the stout. That's really good too. Can you tell us a little bit about the stout?
Sure, it's an oatmeal stout, so it's brewed with some darker, some chocolate malts, some black malts, got some rolled oats in it. Oats give it kind of a smoothness, creaminess, and then you get some color and some chocolatey notes, some coffee notes, and roasty notes from the different malts we put in there. A little bit of hops to balance it out. Nice kind of low 5%-ish alcohol beer, and nice and drinkable, which is the goal anyway. So
it's delicious.
Yep, I'm happy with that one.
Yeah, and then of course the Be Right On.
Yep, Be Right On. It's always been a favorite of mine. Very first beer we ever brewed at OB Brewery.
Wow, nailed it first time, huh?
Yeah. So, well, I definitely tweaked the recipe a little bit after the first several times I brewed it, but it was pretty close from out of the gates to what I wanted. I've been homebrewing a beer like this beer for maybe 10 years, so that was one of the wonderful things about working here, getting the opportunity to run this brewery, was having the freedom to make the beers that I want. And so I was able to pull from beers that I already made and turn them into this level of beer that I could serve at a bar. So
yeah, that's great. And a lot of breweries around town we have a lot of tasting rooms where they might bring in food trucks and all this, but OB Brewery has a full service kitchen, just serving up great food. Tell everyone just about the food selection when they come in too.
It's got a good balance of like your regular bar food versus something. If somebody comes in on a vegan dish or a gluten-free dish, we've got those options as well. Fantastic fish and chips, 3 different kinds of wings to choose from, a couple different kinds of tacos, street tacos we have. So overall, it's just a good blend of, if you want something a little bit greasy to kind of go along with your IPA, if you want something healthy to go with those, you got it all.
Yeah, anything to pair with a beer, and it all works together, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, a couple more questions for you guys. As far as the community, living here in OB, I know you used to live here, and what is it about OB that it just makes it's just a special place? Jimmy, start. What is it about OB here?
OB's got a lot of great flavor for me. This was the first place I ever visited when my cousin used to live in San Diego. I visited her. She lived just down the street here, and I just remember getting out of her car when she picked me up at the airport and being amazed by how close she lived to the beach. And that's why I moved here, really, was for the beach. So we've got this wonderful community. It's right at the beach. We've got a whole bunch of awesome places to go get a drink, to go get something to eat, to do, take a bike ride, go for a surf, go for a walk, or go down to the cliffs. It gets so many options like that, and it's just such a cool group of different people. You see, you got a little of everything. You got some families, you got some college kids, you got young people, old people, you got homeless people, you got a bunch of characters rolling around this town. So it's really it's just bleeding with characters. So I've always enjoyed that.
I'll stem off that a little bit, but it's like this is the OB bubble, obviously. You can be going down to the streets in Newport to grab a beer, and you see 4 or 5 people. Some you know, some you don't know. End up talking to them for 20 minutes, and you walk out the front door and say, "What am I going to do today? I don't know. I'm just going to walk out my front door and see where the day takes me." And you know, pretty soon you're going off on your day,
Right.
going on a lot of tangents, seeing different people you know or may not even know.
Right.
That's the best part about it.
Yeah, definitely. And what about when you're not here drinking a OB Brewery beer and you're out in OB, where else might you stop to get a good beer here in town?
A couple of my go-tos are Kilowatt and Culture.
Yeah.
The people there are fantastic. Kilowatt's really killing it on the hazy side of things, and their salads are very good. Culture's beers are very clean. So if I'm not drinking Jim's beers, I'm usually drinking those two.
How about you, Jim?
I attend those places quite a bit as well. You know, other than that, I'm a big fan. I love going over to Pizza Port. I love the people over there, and their beers are awesome. And so I like going over there to hang out. And across the street right here, Newport Pizza is kind of probably my general local watering hole. So I've been going there for a long time since I moved to OB. Yeah, it's a great place. I love Third Corner Wine Shop down the street. I live over there, so it's kind of across the street. One of my favorite, just nicer restaurants to go sit down and have a meal. I'm usually posting up at the bar. Yeah.
Really got something for everyone, doesn't it?
Yeah, and you know, I can just keep rattling them off. There's so many places to go.
So, well, there you have it, everyone. Guys here at OB Brewery, come on down, support local business. Can you tell us just during the week what kind of specials you guys run or anything?
We
what's happened during the week?
We have locals night on Monday nights before to close. So 2 for 1 pints for locals. Anybody who lives in OB or Oklahoma for that matter. And then daily we've got happy hour 3 to 6 every day. $2 off all drafts, $5 food specials. And Thursday burger and beer for $12.
Wow.
You get a pint of beer and a burger and fries for $12. So can't beat that. It's
Great deal. So there you go. Come on down one of those nights. Rooftop deck. I mean, check out this view. It doesn't get any better than this in Old Town. So, all right. Well, everyone, cheers. We'll catch you guys next time.
Cheers.
All right. Sweet. Cut.